Hello everybody, welcome to Let's Play the Outer Worlds. My name is Demulius, and last episode we pretty much completed things here over in the Vale, except for the small thing of trying to get all the deserters to come back to Edgewater. Yeah, last episode I was gaming for about 2.5 hours. I was off my ADHD medicine and yeah. So some of the things that were being thrown our way, especially by Adelaide, who just casually told her, "Oh, by the way, my fertilizer is people. I've been grounding people up into fertilizer." It was kind of like, what? But yeah, thinking back about it, it kind of makes sense, you know, considering the terraforming process is not really complete and. Well, they need to put something back into the ground to make the soil fertile again, and my idea was that they would, put the local wildlife in as fertilizer. But now that I think about it, it makes more sense that they put people into the ground, considering they can eat the wildlife, and you can't eat people because that will, well, degrade your brain and kill you. So yeah, the fact that they put people in the ground as fertilizer kind of makes sense. I do think though that Adelaide is, you know, if the story would have a hero and a villain, in my opinion, Adelaide would be the villain. Because sure, her son died and because he wasn't given medication, but Reed didn't really have much choice. They've had, a long period of time of plague and it keeps reoccurring, and they have to what's the word? Not conserve, ration medication. So he looked what job the son was doing, and it was not vital for the colony. So yeah, so the son died. Adelaide's pissed off. She burrows off over to the botanical garden. There she finds, the uh, cause and solution for the problem with the soil, and she finds a cure for the plague. Yet, despite all this, and despite, thinking that she has the moral upper hand, she doesn't share this cure with, Edgewater. Only with the people who were kicked out and come to her and, sort of semi-worship her. She only shares it with her. And now she's trying to have like the moral upper hand that we are saving Edgewater instead of the deserters.
So
Well,
what's the plan?
Edgewater has a better position. They have walls. They have the deserters. Their little hovels are fucking surrounded by hills, for crying out loud. If someone wants to, attack them, they can just huddle up on those hills. They have an elevated position. They can just snipe all your little deserters off. So no, Adelaide does not have the moral upper hand here. In fact, she has quite the opposite. She can help everyone in Edgewater, and for her own selfish reasons, she decides not to. So if Reed doesn't want to go, good. I'm not gonna force his hand, and I'm not gonna shoot him. Adelaide can go fuck herself. And I'll go tell everyone to go back here, and she can mope around in her little bloody garden until she dies or something. Wow, the more I thought about this, the more it fucking pissed me off. I love this game. Brilliantly done. Seriously. Let's go, Pavati. Let's see if we can find a solution that works for everybody. Hey, Reed. Excuse me.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts?
Yeah. Spoke to Adelaide, she won't come back as long as you're here.
Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes, but I have done my best for this town.
Your town's a mess, Reed.
I have been holding this town together with both hands. You can't just expect me to leave. I am a Spacer's choice man. My father was a Spacer's choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home.
Adelaide's people aren't getting sick with plague.
I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic.
Have you people ever eaten an actual vegetable?
The very notion is just grotesque. A raw vegetable? Why don't you just ask me to go chew the bark off of a tree?
That might actually also help
We
you.
are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna cannery. We eat Saltuna here, and only Saltuna.
What exactly are you putting in those cans?
Processed, liquefied, retextured Saltuna rendered in a chemical bath, of course. Well, mostly Saltuna. We've been experiencing a Saltuna shortage, you see. So we've had to improvise. We've added wood chips,
What?
some mushrooms, bit of sand, tossed some canid bits in our processor once. It all tastes like Saltuna in the end.
Are you bloody fucking kidding me? It can't
Health
be
is a
healthy.
state of mind, friend. Afflictions in one's body are reflections of afflictions in one's work ethic and attitude. Now listen, I do not know what pretty rhetoric Adelaide has fed you, but plagues are a simple fact of life.
Adelaide's found a way to grow food. She'll come back if you step down.
You'll excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
Okay, so do we lie to him or do we tell him the truth? Okay, this is a good question. I think we're gonna lie to him.
If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
What are your plans?
A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them.
Why not?
No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement.
You'll last a day outside the walls, you know.
I don't know. I could see myself lasting a week.
Didn't have to do this, you know.
I do. Adelaide's found a cure for the plague, and she knows how to tend to crop. She's what this town needs.
It's gonna be easy for you.
I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy.
Well, take care, Reed. Yeah. So even if it's the best for the town, I think this. Even if it's the best for the town, I still feel this is an evil solution. If you pardon my use of the word. Just, even if Reed is, you know, by his actions doing bad to his people, he's not doing it out of, you know, ill will. He's doing it out of, I guess, incompetent is the most suitable word. He's not smart enough to understand the things that are going on. And you know, in this setting, the sort of schooling that they get is probably not, you know, something that's akin to what we have in the world right now. So things like, yeah, seeing why people get sick and stuff like that is probably not something that he's going to understand. They probably repeat the same corporate bullshit that they're taught in, I assume, corporate schools or something like that. Adelaide, on the other hand, knows perfectly well, she knows now what caused it, she knows the solution, but she won't share it unless Reed is out of the picture. And I think she knew perfectly well that he would, yeah, that would actually get him killed, one way or another. Pardon me for thinking so, but she's come. Guess I'll share the good news with Adelaide.
Look at that. The snake's come back.
Look who's talking. I talked Reed into leaving. Come back to Edgewater.
I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not gonna compliment her. Fuck you, bitch. Take care. Okay, so... Oh wait, okay, let me say before I fry myself, we decoupled the power, right? So should you be able to... Yep! And I did not even kill myself. Woo! Suddenly gone. Yep. Doing all the things.
Got it. Inside voices.
What is this place anyway? I don't think the room to this door was even open before we cut off the power. Interesting.
Food's bound to spoil at this rate.
Yeah, brilliant observation.
Hope Adelaide's okay.
So are these all deserters? Oh no, not all of them.
I'm not in the lightest of humors right now.
It sucks to be you, buddy. Adelaide's agreed to go back to Ireland.
Didn't think she'd go back so long as Reed was still running the place. Something must have changed.
Yeah, Reed is no
If
longer
Adelaide's
following
going back to Edgewater, we'll follow her.
Oh, good for you. Hey,
Don't see why Thomas can't just get the generator up and running.
because I kind of
Something I can
cut
help
the
you with?
power. Oh wait, trade. Ooh.
Something I... Nothing.
No, okay. Never mind then. So where is our friend the engineer? Ah, there is Thomas.
I'm glad Adelaide's coming back to town with us.
Okay, no one has anything interesting to report. Let's see, what shall we do with our skill points? You know, I feel it might actually be a good idea to invest some points in dialogue. Because everything up to this point have been really easy, but I don't expect them all to stay that easy in the future. So let's put some 10 points in dialogue, because why the hell not? And let's head our way back to our ship now that we have a power source. And before I forget...
That was a good thing you did, Captain. Helping to bring the deserters and Edgewater folks back together. I hope you rest well on that.
Yeah, well... I have some reservations on that. God damn it, this game is good. I mean... If you would only have like sunshine and rainbows options, you know, then it wouldn't really be... it really wouldn't make you feel anything. The fact that I'm feel really fucking terrible about what I did. I think some incredible fucking storytelling right there. Oh look, doggies.
Here we go.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
Everyone all right?
Oh, holy shit! That weapon mod is like what? Worth 3,000 bits. Thank you. And I'm fucking over encumbered again. Oh, for crying out loud. Wait a minute. Oh no, wait, never mind, false alarm. Oh, wait a minute, I know what perk I want to invest in. Able to fast travel while encumbered. Yes, please. Yeah, we're gonna fast travel the rest of the way. Oh, I'm so slow. Eh. Come on, dodge. No, it's not working. Damn it.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling.
No, you're staying with me. Can understand I wanted to go back. You didn't see happy in Edgewater.
Well, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
Fuck yeah, I like Brevard as a character. I'd be glad to have you along. Pick a cabin, it's yours.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
I love her. She's so cute. Hey there,
Well,
Vicar.
I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
Hey, Vicar.
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain?
Isn't that something about those I'm flying with? What's your story?
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition.
Violently enthusiastic disposition? What?
That's what my parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town, much like Edgewater.
So a shithole.
I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them.
Why were you so passionate about it?
My parents, ironically.
True.
They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith, a faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it.
Weren't they proud when you became a vicar, at least?
They thought I was fighting the plan, should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige, but that was not me.
It's this plan you keep talking about.
The simple version is this. The force which we call the Grand Architect created the universal equation that underlies and defines everything in the universe. Everything flows from the equation, or in layman's terms, the grand plan. Is the Grand Architect a consciousness? A natural force? Did it create the equation on purpose? The answers to these questions don't really matter. The equation, the plan, is all that matters. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in the plan.
So wouldn't he be fighting his role in the plan? So I assume here that the Grand Architect would be God, and his equation, the plan, would be like the workings of the universe or something. If you can't help but follow the plan, right? If you can, yeah.
The plan is not one rigid path. There are a variety of multitudes contained within it. Our paths have variance, but we'll end up adhering to it, whether we like it or not. Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the lines, but the further outside you go, it's like an unbreakable elastic band. It will only stretch so far before it snaps back. The further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual correction.
It's quite trusting of you to just sign off on everything about me.
I have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and you were my only hope of getting it translated.
So what if the book doesn't have the answers you're looking for?
I honestly don't know what I'd do. This quest has consumed me for the better part of my life. I fear there's nothing else left to me. What about you? What's your story?
Well, I just woke up as a popsicle. As a colonist on the Hope, a scientist named Will saved me.
And how did he do that?
By injecting me with chemicals. He stole my body from the Hope at the edge of the colony and fought me out.
Well, you do seem different than every other colonist. Let's pretend for the moment I believe you. What are you going to do?
But have you seen every other colonist then? I'm helping him recover more of the chemicals he needs to save the rest of the colonists.
That seems a dangerous proposition. Why risk your life now that it's been returned to you?
The friends, family on the Hope. And it's the right thing to do, but mostly family.
Oh, I see. You have my condolences.
Okay. No, we still can't use the bloody lockers. Maybe the captain's quarters is now... Oh wait, we first have to install the engine thingy, I assume. The power, I mean. Because all the doors are closed because we don't have power. Excuse me. Seems whenever I talk quickly, I always get the hiccups and shit. Weird. This was... yeah, it's down here if I remember correctly. Yes, there we go. Okay, let's go talk to Ada. Oh, jeez. Why is Pravati still following me? I thought you were gonna look out a... Wait, achievement unlocked. Got your own ship. Boop boop. Almost there. Hold on, Ada. I'm coming. Bloody hell, it's taking forever.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community.
Well, I'm just
What
awesome
can I
like
do
that.
for you, Captain?
So, consult the power regulator.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters.
Very good.
I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
I need to take care of something. Let's first check if my captain's quarters are now open. Now that the power regulator has been installed. I want to dump shit in a bloody... Oh, come on. Oh, okay, fucking hell. Fine. We'll go into out orbit. Almost there. Yeah, there we go.
Welcome back, Captain. All systems are...
Let's get out of here. Okay, that engine did not really look very good. That's all the unreliable takes light. Thank you, people, for your endless supply of confidence in us. Jesus. Oh, that tooltip would have been useful a few episodes ago.
Request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Good, I've been waiting to hear from him. Actually, yeah, well, I haven't heard from him in a long while.
Ah, there you are, hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die.
Shh.
How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
I will have you know, I've experienced no such thing as drippage. Thank you very much. But feeling very little lightheaded. Also, I can slow down time.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists.
You're gonna need
Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Groundbreaker? Why do you need a nav key to land on a planet?
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon. Terrible.
Yeah, planet moon.
And almost completely lawless. You'll love it.
Ooh, we get to shoot more
Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions.
Okay.
The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kelly.
Okay. Right, the black marketeer.
Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her.
Okay. So can't I land somewhere outside Stellar Bay?
In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia
I don't like the sound of that.
is seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Kelly.
Okay. Fine. I'll go have a word with Gladys.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the holographic shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
Woohoo! I put it to good use, thanks. Oh wait, let's first ask him what it is.
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits, first-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
You mentioned this thing has limitations?
Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram.
Okay. So why do we need a gadget for this? Couldn't I just steal a uniform or something?
A change of clothes. What is this? Some old spy serial? What inattentive and brainless guard would be fooled by such a shabby disguise? The holographic shroud masks not only your clothes, but your face and fingerprints. It modulates your voice and sweetens your breath.
Okay. How the hell does a hologram sweeten your breath?
Science, that's how.
Oh, goddammit. Okay, I'll put it to good use, thanks.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Got it. So I guess that's... yeah, okay. But first... yeah, I'm not sure why I'm not encumbered anymore, but... Wait, what's this? Adelaide's deserters dreamed of an independent life without board oversight. You taught them an important lesson, never dream. Oh, what? No, that's not what... oh, whoa. Woohoo! Alright, I can stash my stuff. Instead of being over encumbered, I'm at 53 out of 150 pounds of weight. That's a lot better. Now, most of those things that I was carrying around were like backup weapons, mods, and the like. Ooh, Synchro Saber. Something that we can tear apart. Woohoo! So long storage is here. I might later on try melee and then see if it's...
Make yourself at home, Captain.
Holographic shroud. Okay, what does this do?
Captain.
Alright. Messages from... oh, okay. That's interesting. You know, let's leave that for next episode, because this one has already been pretty long. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Nice to meet you. I'll see you guys next time.